Previously on The Whispering Tree and the Golden Apple. The adventurers awoke the next morning and made their way downstairs for breakfast. The barmaid, unaware of their heroic deeds during the night, knew nothing of dead ravens, broken guards, or blood in the streets. When the party hinted at free bed and breakfast, she frowned and went to the sheriff to check. Impatient as ever, Khaki went straight to the kitchen, spoke with the chef, and ensured breakfast was prepared immediately. By the time the barmaid returned, everyone was already eating. Reluctantly, she allowed it. Over breakfast, the group agreed they would head north, but first they needed a map. After eating, they went to the town's bookshop, only to find it closed. Instead, they visited the guardhouse, where they promised the guards they would rid the land of Lord Ravenshade's men for good. Encouraged by this, the guards handed over a map. Thorin then visited the pet shop and threw the stinking decapitated head he had been carrying into a tank of piranhas, watching until only the skull remained. He cleaned it, threaded it onto a silver chain, and wore it proudly around his waist. Bjorn checked the notice board and found a posting for a cart driver. He went to the inn, declared himself the finest cart driver in the world, and was hired to transport goods north to Ravenwatch Keep. While waiting to depart, Khaki meditated and Thorin attempted to do the same. Ella fed her ferret, while Elian and Leah shared tea and stories with Doris, who was deeply displeased with the declining quality of cakes from the bakery. Soon after, the party set off north through the countryside. Along the road, a snake tried to bite Khaki, but he caught it effortlessly and threw it away. By evening, Ravenwatch Keep loomed before them. They discussed their plan, briefly considering poisoned mushrooms. Leah searched for some and failed, only to realize she already had suitable mushrooms in her pack. The plan was set. Captain Soiled Rotten would use magic to disguise himself as the leader who had escaped the fight in town and ride in with Bjorn, posing as a delivery. At the gate, Soiled told the guards that his men had been ambushed in town by 7 attackers and were all dead, and that he needed reinforcements. Unfortunately for the guards, Lord Ravenshade and most of his men had already departed, leaving very few behind. Bjorn unloaded the cart and headed back toward the others, stopping to enjoy a Camel cigarette. Soiled invented a password for the gate, Soiled, and sent a guard to inform the others. While the guard was gone, Soiled opened the gate and beckoned the party forward. Khaki, Ella, and Leah sneaked toward the entrance, avoiding the circling ravens overhead. When the guard returned and questioned Soiled, he was intimidated into stepping outside to investigate. Frozen with fear and clinging to the wall, he was shot dead by 2 arrows from Leah and Ella. Next came Thorin and Elian, though Thorin's lack of stealth gave them away. A swarm of ravens descended, attacking Thorin and Bjorn. Thorin swung his great jeweled warhammer within the cloud of wings, smashing ravens from the air, while Elian and Leah fired arrows. Khaki unleashed his fire breath, setting ravens and Bjorn ablaze. Ella finished off the remaining birds, and Thorin snapped their heads off to add to a growing skull necklace. The party then slipped inside the keep, with Bjorn standing guard at the entrance and smoking more Camel cigarettes. Inside, Ella discovered the Lord's chamber and found a man asleep in bed. She reported back, and Khaki suggested slitting his throat. Ella returned and did so, but the man did not die immediately. Instead, during the struggle, he fell and impaled himself on his own sword. 2 guards heard the commotion and came to investigate, but fled upon seeing how many intruders there were and Ella covered in blood. Thorin searched the kitchen and was bitten by a rat. Ella, Thorin, and the disguised Soiled Rotten looted the chapel before hearing barking in the next room. They found the mastiffs, Loki and Odin, being watched by an old man who loved them dearly and had renamed them Sam and Frodo. Thorin demanded his dogs back, but the old man wanted proof. Thorin called them, but they did not come. When Ella entered, the dogs immediately recognized her and rushed over. The old man finally agreed to give them back and seemed ready to share information, but Khaki burst in and punched him in the face. The old man crawled away, leaving Elian visibly disgusted. The remaining guards had barricaded themselves in the war room. Thorin tried to barge the door open but bounced off it. Together, Thorin and Khaki smashed through the door. Thorin grappled one guard while Kaki tried and failed to grapple the other. The rest of the party blocked the exit as Kaki punched the man Thorin held. Thorin snapped the man's legs, bending his knees the wrong way. Elien attempted to speak calmly to the remaining guard, but the man panicked and tried to fight his way out. Thorin intimidated him into stopping, and Bjorn healed the injured guard, handing him a receipt and sending him back to town with the cart. Thorin chained the mastiffs to his belt to ensure he would not lose them again. Elien stood stunned by everything he had witnessed, reflecting on his family motto, steadfast through storm and stone. In the war room, Leah and Ella discovered old maps and a list of names, many crossed out. Two stood out immediately, Silver Glen and Elmsway, their former homes. Had Ravenshade destroyed them in his search for the Golden Apple? Ella then discovered a legendary item, the Stormforged Lantern, which offered protection against fire and ice. As they left Ravenwatch Keep, Thorin attempted to kick a dead raven and missed. That night, the party made camp, sharing food, stories, and laughter, finally getting to know one another better before returning to town the following day.